Once a man's heart becomes hardened against you, you really have to learn to walk away. One thing that women do when they're dating a man or in love with a man is when a man starts pulling away, they'll try to get closer instead of closing the door. And yeah, there are times where a man will go through things and he's dealing with different issues, and that's completely different than a man who is playing games with you or who simply just has lost his heart towards you, which can absolutely happen seemingly out of nowhere. And what women do is they'll start to question the why and what happened, and they'll try to figure out ways to get this man to love them again the way they did in the beginning. But the truth is, the man's heart has been hardened against you, and sometimes God allows it to happen so you can move and walk away. There are so many reasons why a person's heart can be hardened, such as sin and different things like that. But it can seem like out of nowhere. Like one minute they're like, oh, I'm so in love with you. And then like the next week they're like, yeah, I want a divorce, or I don't want to be with you anymore. That is from a hardened heart, and it's from sin. It reminds me of the story of Moses and Pharaoh, where Moses said, hey, let my people go. And Pharaoh's heart just kept getting harder and harder against God's chosen people. God allowed that to happen because he had a greater plan, and he knew in the end he was going to get the glory. In your situation right now, whether you're married or in a relationship, God is going to get the glory no matter what the outcome looks like. Stop trying to find out what's going on. Stop begging this man to love you. Stop trying to make this man's heart soft, because truly, if God wants it to be soft, he will do the work to get through the root of what is going on in that man's heart. You have nothing to do with that. The more you focus on you and less on that man in the relationship, the failed marriage or the failed relationship, the more God can work through that situation. And if it's in God's desire for there to be reconciliation, he's going to reconcile you and that man together. And it's only going to be by God's glory, not by your works. And sometimes we get in the way. We try to play doctor. We try to get involved, and God's telling you to stop, take a seat back, and focus on what I'm telling you to focus on. Stop responding to his text messages. Stop calling him up. Stop going to his house or inviting him over, doing things you know you shouldn't be doing. Let God work in the situation, in that man's heart and life, and in your heart and life, because you need healing too.